In my last tutorial, I showed how the Square Websites custom table plugin for Squarespace creates a table like this relatively quickly. I also indicated that you can link from a spreadsheet and it will automatically pull all the data in, and it looks really nice. I'm really happy with the outcome for this as well. And if we jump across and have a look, it's a $45 plugin. But if you already have the Squarespace Websites Tools Pro plugin, which is a Chrome plugin that has not just this table design tool, but a load of other features, including the option to copy and paste sections from one page to the other. I've got a load of tutorials already in our Website Builders YouTube channel, and I'd recommend going in and having a look if you want to find out more of the other features. But today, I'm going to show you how to install this plugin from scratch. I'm going to create a brand new page because I've already got it set up here and I don't want to interfere with that. And also the details in here, the information and the custom code I've already added in will interfere with the new installation. So I'm going to go to the left-hand side here. And I'm going to go into the not linked sections. And I'm going to create a blank page. We're going to be really creative and call it test. I'm going to delete this one afterwards. And now we've got a blank page. So first up, I'm going to add the section in ready, and then I'm going to look at adding the table block. You don't have to do it this way, but this is the way I've started, so I will carry on. When adding a new section, we can see all of the options here on the left-hand side. We've got saved sections, which I've covered in many tutorials before, the option to add a blank section, or the Squarespace data structures. But we're going to go all the way to the bottom and click on Add Blank next to Classic Editor. This allows us to enable a table option, and we'll be adding that shortly. Because I've got the Squarespace Websites extension available and it's enabled, we can scroll down and see the table option here. That's been added via this plugin. This is not available in standard Squarespace. And if we were to add that table, we've got some placeholder data as a starting point. But the styling is unlikely to work just yet. Once we've got our table in place, what we want to do next is go and copy these two lines here. They're available on the front of the website, so we don't need to purchase it or log in to add this snippet of code. But of course, we won't be able to do any styling with the plugin itself until we make that purchase. And if we scroll down here, we can see the short lines that we need to copy and paste into our site. So we just copy those, and now I'll press the / key and search for injection. That's usually the quickest way to access it. And we will add it into the bottom. We can already see it's in place here. I added it previously. I really should comment it. So I'm going to do that now whilst we're here. We can see here this comment format. So if you're brand new to this, it's a triangular bracket, exclamation mark, 2 dashes then, and a closing triangular bracket. And you put that either side of it, we can see it's in gray or silver color as opposed to the blue or the purple colors below. That means that that's commented out, meaning it's not reading it as code. So the great thing with comments is it helps us and anyone else updating your website in future. They will know where that code snippet is. So once we've added that to the code injection, what we can now do is start editing this table style. So we can see it's bordered there to start with. We can go with full width, fixed width, horizontal. A lot of these aren't changing because this block, the content here, is only 3 columns and 3 rows, including the heading. But we've also got even and odd rows, which can work quite nicely. So what I'm going to do is just add a third location, just so we can see the alternating rows there and how they fit. But at present, it's not really looking like the rest of the website. It's structured nicely, but it's still not really standing out. So let's start tweaking the colors to match our site. If we're looking at a white background, we'll go for the header background color. And this is where I showed it in the previous tutorial, but I'll go through it again. Colorzilla, which is a Chrome extension available via the extension store. So if you search for Colorzilla Chrome extension, it will come up with the download option. It's completely free and it allows you to either pick colors from your page. So if I want that as my heading background color, it's added it to the clipboard And now I can just paste it into this section here. And we've got a background color. Voila. Now we can change the text color. And I use hexadecimal values. For white, it's FFF. But again, we could use the color picker here. And if there's any previous colors we've used, we could pick them from there. But already it's starting to look more like our design. I'm going to remove the borders completely. I'm not a big fan of them anyway. So if I just click on this on the right-hand side here, we'll make it transparent. And that's got rid of the frame border around the outside as well for the block. We're not going to cover this in this tutorial. This will be the next one where we'll look at bringing our data in from a Google Sheet. And we're going to make it so it'll scroll horizontally on mobile styling. Although we probably get away with it actually on this one because it's quite a short, small table. We can also enable it to auto-detect links. So if we put any links in the text, it will pick them up. If we had https pixelhaze.academy, it will then make that a link because it recognizes the URL string. And what I want is the text color to be navy. So I'll see if I've already got that in the styling here. I do. So I'm just going to copy that and change our body text color. There's no hash at the front, so I might need to add that in to get it to work. So that's now in our navy, or a really deep dark navy color, which isn't quite as stark as black. And that means that we've just got the one color to add in. I want this to be really light. And let's move it across to the blue hues just a tiny bit. So I selected the wrong one, not a big problem. I'm just going to copy that now. Okay, so I've got it that far, but I'm not happy with that grey color. What I want to do next is change the background color of this row here. We can't do that easily within the tool. I haven't found that function. So what we can do instead is add a code block. And we can add a bit of CSS. This is a more advanced option. You don't have to do this, but if you do a quick search for how to set alternate table rows colors, and I'm probably going to be giving away free code showing how to do this and how to change it as well in upcoming tutorials. But if we look at TR, which is table row, then we put in the colon after the TR, which means that every even row, we're going to put in a new background color. And I'm going to make it really dark gray to start with. So we can see the code's just coming up here. That's because we haven't wrapped it in a style tag yet. So I'm going to put style in triangular brackets, and then we're going to cancel that at the end. So / style here. Because I put the code block in the page, this will adjust every table within this page. So that's why I put it in here, so it's not affecting any other tables on any other pages. And let's just put an important tag at the end of that. So that's how we add our first table. I really do want to change that grey background color here, but we'll save that for a future tutorial where I'll go through that step by step. But for now, that's how we set up, install, and customize this table plugin. And from there, the limits are really your creativity. Tables haven't been this interesting since the late 90s. I'll catch you next time. Cheers.